can't see myself. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what time you're watching this. Welcome back to Stepmom Talk. Today I wanted to talk about what I would tell a new stepmom based on what I've learned from my experience. Number one, breathe. Girl, breathe. Just breathe. Sometimes you're going to need to breathe a lot, and other times you're going to take a quick breath and you're good. Don't forget about yourself. And this is something that all stepmoms, we all do. Mom, stepmom, aunt, grandparents, we all do it. We all forget, is to take care of yourself. Whether it's going and getting your feet done or going to lunch with your friends or whatever, like, take a breather and go. Don't forget to focus on yourself. Their kids, they'll still be there. They're still alive. They'll be fine. Number three, it doesn't fall on you. Everything doesn't fall on you. Their parents are the primary ones responsible. So if they're doing something and neither parent seems to think it's a problem, then don't make it your problem. I am the worst with this. I came in thinking these kids are not eating fruits and vegetables. And I really, came in it kind of like wanting to fix everything, wanting these kids to eat healthier, wanting them to be strong, wanting them to be able to get the max learning out of school because they were getting their fruits and vegetables they were actually eating. And you know what? It took a while, but it got to the point where I had to step back and say, well, if neither parent is concerned about this, then why am I making this my main concern? You know what? If their teeth all fall out by their 18, their teeth all fall out by their 18. I guess they're going to get a job and start buying some veneers. That was a big thing for me when I thought whenever I nagged about grades or I nagged about eating habits or behavior, is kind of like, you know what, if the parents don't see this as a concern, then it's not my concern. So honestly, because when you come in and you kind of come in as like a disciplinarian and you kind of come in as like a savior in a way, you're only going to hurt your relationship with the kids. I have done that, but at the same time, I shouldn't say but, that has happened. I don't feel like we have the best relationship. I'm going to say this too. With that said, it's not all on me. And I know that. There were some things that were done that I'm not going to talk about, but have broken trust and broken that so-called bond. And so, with that said, slowly ease into the process. Don't sweat it. Like, just if the parents don't see it as a concern, let it go. It's not your concern. Because at the end of the day, sometimes I have to tell myself as a stepmom, I wasn't here from the beginning. I didn't choose this. And I don't mean that, like, if you were there from the child's beginning or when they're like 2 or 3, there's a lot you can do. There's a lot more respect you will gain from the kids, and there will be a lot more you can do within your stepmom parameters or your stepmom life. Where I kind of came in when the kids were older. And so they were very well into their routine, their schedule, their life. Like, they liked it just like that, and then that was it. Whereas for me, I kind of came in older, and I think that, you know what, sometimes I just have to tell myself, this isn't on you. You're not their parent. You're not their savior. You're just here to support. And so, yeah. You know what? Support your spouse. Support your partner. But you're not the bad guy in this, and you never will be. And whether you have a high conflict birth mom or a no conflict birth mom or a not there birth mom, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta let it go. And for me, it's when I feel like that tension and stress, that's when it's time for me to go do something by myself. Whether it's never a pedicure. I haven't had a pedicure since I got married, so that's kind of ridiculous. But whether I go grocery shopping or something like that just to cool myself down, or go to Starbucks. Like, girl, sometimes you just gotta do something. But just remember that this is not all on you. Take a breather. Don't forget to take care of yourself. Those are the big things. And if you possibly can, get yourself into a stepmom group. If you have someone that understands or can sympathize with where you are at. So, growing up, my 2 sets of cousins, their parents divorced and their parents remarried. And so they had step parents. 2 of them I knew. 1 of them I never met. And so there are a couple things you can kind of like look and see and kind of like, oh, I like that, you know, how she did that, or how, you know, he did that. But honestly, then my sister became a stepmom, and as I didn't fully understand what it was like to be a stepmom, but I tried to be very sympathetic and tried to understand. And then a couple years later, when I became a stepmom, her and I were able to like talk about a lot of things, and just like we could vent when we needed to vent, we could cry when we needed to cry, we could rejoice when we needed to rejoice, like to have that. So if you have somebody in your corner, whether they are a stepmom or they're not a stepmom, or you're in a stepmom group, like that's the best thing in the world, because they kind of show you a different perspective on life, and they can kind of go, well, don't have any experience with that, but this is what I experienced with. So it is amazing. Find yourself one. Find yourself one. There's so many groups on Facebook, like it's ridiculous. And you can meet a couple that just will change your life. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.